Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are back for another match of the Sevens, Argentina versus Fiji. Now, both of these sides are already confirmed through to the quarterfinals. It is more of the question of who will they be facing. New Zealand are an option, and also I believe Great Britain have got a game with the USA confirmed. That is one of the quarterfinals. In fact, the only quarterfinal that we actually know who is going to be taking on who. But I hope you guys are all doing very well. Looking through at the starting lineups for these two sides. First of all, Argentina, it is Luciano Gonzalez, Marcos Maneta, Joaquin Palandini, Matthias Azudzuk, Santiago Alvarez, Tobias Wade, and also Rodrigo Isgro, the last man for Argentina. Then for the Fijian, Josefa Talatholo, Filippo Bucchiaro, Jeremiah Matana, Punipati Loganamasi, Napoleone Balatha, Kimanelli Risaku, and Josesi Batitaringa, the last man for the Fijian. So like I said, both of these sides are through to the quarterfinals. Currently, we are watching Canada versus Spain. Now, the last try that we have just witnessed from Spain and also from the Canadians, I believe now means that Samoa might be making their way through to the quarterfinals. All right, we will go like this. And let's go, Vitti. Says Nasal, I was just checking the odds, and for this game, Argentina are still considered as slight favourites. That is due to, of course, the way that they have been able to compose themselves in big matches over the last couple of legs of the Sevens circuit. 13 seconds remaining at the moment. Late says the Lol King, yeah, they are currently going to be starting at probably 11:34 rather than 11:33 New Zealand time, so slightly behind schedule, but that will, of course, change when they go back to the playoff games as well. But now, Clarkson ready to go. And this one off for the Canadians, of course, the last kickoff that we will see of that game. But like I said, I believe that means that Samoa will make their way through to the next stage of this competition. That pronunciation, once again, Amish respectful, man. That's what sets you apart, says Nazi Williams. And there as well, do let me know your score predictions for this game, ladies and gentlemen. Go Argentina, says Juan, and also Ruben is in the chat. Hope you are doing well, mate. And go Argentina, and could be Pumas and Samoa in the quarterfinal. Not 100% sure, says Blues Nate. I mean, Samoa, to be honest, they never quite catch a break when it comes to their playoff games. They're always up against the top sides of the competition, and that's just something they've got used to over the last few leagues. So the 9th place playoff game is not confirmed for the men's as of yet, but it is USA versus Great Britain. We know that New Zealand and France are both confirmed, so the winner of this game, I believe, would take on, I think they would take on New Zealand. And then the other team would make it through to quarterfinal 2 that may end up facing Samoa, like you said. So, yeah, there's still a little bit on the line for these two sides. Of course, you want to walk away with as many victories as you can. I went with a massively bold prediction, ladies and gentlemen. In my most recent preview, I actually said I want to see Fiji, not so much, I don't want to see them lose this game, but I believe if they do lose this game, they will go all the way in the competition and they will win the Vancouver Sevens. I think that they need to taste defeat before the playoffs, because the last few leagues, don't get me wrong, the Fijians have been sensational, but every time they get to one of those important knockout games, that is when they leave the competition. And I feel like that is not what we want here. We want to see them go further than they have in the past. About 20 legs of the Sevens, and they've got the side to do it. Balatha being back, that man's tasted Olympic gold, and he'll want it again. Kimanelli Risaku also out there on the field. Filippo Bucchiaro, Batitaringa, they've got a good side. I don't jinx it again, bro, lol jokes. I'm very good at jinxing them. Argentina, I think I predicted for them to get through to the 3rd place game. Let's see whether or not that prediction does come in as well. But it's Argentine side, Luciano Gonzalez, Marcos Maneta. You've got also a couple other men, Tobias Wade, who recently got himself 2 tries. They're going to have Graziano coming off the bench, who managed to get himself 2. And Sevens, says the Lol King. As well, that is exactly what we are going to be commentating, ladies and gents. And we are going to be commentating more games later on in the afternoon as well. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more action just around the corner. But it will be the Flying Fijians to kick off this game up against Argentina. This match will be interesting. Vamos los Pumas. Now, Balata. Going to be putting this ball high. Doesn't quite go the 10 metres. And they've actually just said the loser of this game will face New Zealand. So whoever loses gets New Zealand. The winner, I believe, gets Samoa. So either way, it's going to be a physical game. It's just a question of, do you want to face a informed New Zealand after losing that first game to South Africa? Or do you want to face a Samoan team that have only pulled off the one win, but it was a brilliant one, beating the Australians by 24 points. Go Fiji, go, says Shiv there, and Argentina says 1, 2, 3 foot. Yeah, one thing is for certain, both of these sides are through to the quarterfinals, ladies and gents, and we will be covering their games on the channel. So be sure to hit that subscribe button. Marcos Maneta goes off to the short side to Rodrigo Isgro. What a shot that is on him by Kiminelli Rasaku. And I think he's heard a rib there. Rodrigo Isgro thought it was a good idea to run full speed at a Fijian, and he learnt that it is not. Tobias Wade, though, the ball sits up for Luciano Gonzalez. And that is going to be the try for Argentina. The space opened up on the outside, and Luciano Gonzalez saw that as his opportunity to jump on that ball, take the opportunity. They may just check to see whether or not there was a Tobias Wade shot, or a knock on, I should say. But that is a huge hit right in the midsection. And Rodrigo Isgro, he is one of the bigger players on the side for Argentina. And he got ragdolled by the Fijian number 11. But in that big hit, there was space on the outside. And Argentina, their offloading game as well as their kicking, still proved effective. That kick has missed away to the side, so the score will be 5-0 now in favour of the Argentinians. Now 5 minutes remaining. Nicely taken there. Jeremiah Matana. Can Fiji keep the ball in hand and start to put together a few phases? Big fend there from Kiminelli Rasaku, gets through one tackle. Is dragged down by the second man, Ozutsuku, who has once again dyed his hair even more bleach blonde than the last time that we saw him on the Sevens circuit. Of course, next week we have got the LA Sevens. Continues the action flowing for this season. Nice pass on the outside from Fiji. Logan Amasi. He was sensational in the first game. Almost got himself the hat-trick. The contest up against the Spanish. Nice step from Josefa Talafolo. Thought about offloading, and he should have, because now Argentina are on the ball. And it is none other than Luciano Gonzalo who has got the turnover again. Currently on an 11-game winning streak. Their longest was 14 in 2004 for Argentina. So they are currently almost breaking records. There's a Los Pumas team. Just to do the maths, this would be the 12th match, quarterfinals, 13th, semi-finals, 14th. If they win the Vancouver Sevens, they set a new record of all time for Argentina. So that would be quite an achievement, and this side's still looking like they have got plenty left in the gas tank. Luciano Gonzalez plays halfback, goes on the outside to Rodrigo Isgro. He's once again been lined up, and he has dropped that ball. Seems like he's still a little bit ginger from when he got smashed in the ribs by Kiminelli Rasaku. 3 minutes remaining at the moment. Showing it again, just a really good shot from Balata. It's a loose carry. They're trying to say that there was maybe an opportunity for it to be a play on. An 11-game winning streak, plus impressive, says Blues. Now, definitely when you consider who they have beaten across that 11-match winning streak. You know, you've got South Africa in there, Fiji, Australia twice in the finals, New Zealand. The list goes on for Argentina. And like that Highlanders halfback, fresh, says Naz Williams. Now back across to the left-hand side. Yeah, Highlanders not doing too badly in their last game. I know that a lot of the favourites, in fact, all favourites won, I believe, in Super Rugby. Some people would have been very happy with their TAB multis, I would say. That's going to be the penalty to Argentina. Palandini takes the quick tap, goes to the left-hand side now to Rodrigo Isgro, passes to Santiago Alvarez, Luciano Gonzalez gets it down. And it's another try for Argentina. I realized when I was saying his name, it sounded like I was trying to start up an engine. Luciano Gonzalez, that is his 12th try of 2024. New Zealand in there. Says Blues Nate. No, Hamish, I feel like coming home last night. People were so good last night. On my live stream, let go Fiji. Says Brandon. Yeah, some great passing on the outside. Palandini, Luciano Gonzalez, and kia ora, Hamish. It would be cool to see Argentina win the whole competition. Says Natikahu. And if they do, it would be their longest winning streak since 2004. Is a stat that we have recently found out on this match as well. So, yeah, it would just be a nice feather in the cap of what has been a very dominant and very impressive Argentine side. And I feel like the Olympics around the corner, of course, they want to try and turn it into some sort of medal. I think they actually managed to get the bronze in the last year's or last competition Olympics, beating South Africa with only 5 men on the field, Argentina. So ever since then, the passion was lit. And Buller Hamish says, Vinny, that penalty is going to be won by the Fijian. I think that was Balatha again who managed to get over the ball and get the turnover. 1 minute 10 remaining in the half. And at the moment, Argentina are up by the 10 points they need to change momentum. Josefa Talatholo, I mentioned about how the loser of this game will go on to face New Zealand. Batita Ringa, he's fended off 2 players. He's got Marcos Money Maneta chasing him down, but he's given up on the chase there. His legs gave out from underneath him. And Batita Ringa will score the try for the Flying Fijians. But 45 seconds remaining in the half. That is all it takes. One play. Argentina has passion for rugby. They certainly do. And I feel like their Sevens, they've found the perfect way of mixing in the fast-paced style that they want to be able to play in union alongside a little bit of kicking. And they've just got a really, really good group of players at the moment. They've got the experience, the size, the speed, and a huge potential. Fiji, a lot of those things that I just described the Argentinians with, you could describe Fiji with as well. And Chucks, that guy likes tries, he certainly does. And go Argentina, says Juan Ignacio Pedroso, I should say, but it is going to be kicked over, making the score now 10 points to 7. The penalty does go the way of Argentina. Oh, we got a yellow card for Fiji, taking the player out in the air. How do you play multiple live streams or schedule so quickly? It takes a bit of practice. We've had to do it a lot for the Sevens as well, so that is something that we've got used to doing. But, yeah, it's going to be, after this live stream's finished, I will spend the next maybe 30 minutes or so just trying to organise all the streams, get them all scheduled, so you guys know exactly when we are going live. Now, a lot of the games have already been confirmed in terms of who's going to be playing who. I think that we've only got one more game. In fact, no, we don't have any more games that will be taking place in the men's sevens after this one. So then we are into the quarterfinals, which haven't been confirmed as of yet. So, of course, I have to wait for all the games so that I know who's playing everyone as well. We've got a yellow card, says Vinny. Yeah, that is going to hurt Fiji. I would think we are still in the first half, currently 45 seconds overtime. Not backwards. It goes into touch. It's going to be halftime now between these two sides. Only 3 points difference. And Buller says Naz Williams, but frustrated with that. Kimaneli Rasaku, he thought he had it lined up down the wing. But yeah, the only one that is confirmed is USA versus Great Britain at the moment. Other than that, we're playing a bit of a guessing game. But that's sometimes fun. New Zealand, we know that the loser of this game will face the Kiwis. We know that the winner of this game, I believe, will go on to face Samoa, I want to say. Could be wrong. I'm sure that they will show us at some point throughout this halftime break who will be matching up with who. But some great players still to come off the bench for these two sides. Toria Valawa, one in particular for Fiji to keep a close eye on for the Argentines. Graziano, after scoring 2 tries in the last contest, he will be looking to continue that try-scoring tally. Seen 4 line breaks from Punipati Loganamasi. That man has been phenomenal throughout this last few legs of the Sevens always finding gaps. Kiminelli Risako always finding the offloads. He has had 3. Agustin Fraha close behind on the 2. And 11 tackles made by Matthias Azatsuk. Kiminelli Risako, he has made the 10. And then Joaquin Palandini has made 7. So that just tells you how many tackles and how fast this game is being played. And I'll go Game Boys, all the best, says Vinny. And there, ref mucking the game, says Amira. And then there as well. Although so far, I don't think it's been too bad. I know that yellow card was one that should be a yellow card. Like, at the end of the day, that is the rule of sevens. If you take a player out in the air and he lands slightly badly, you do get a yellow card. That is actually something that they changed maybe about, I think it was 6 months ago or somewhere around there, because of the players landing awkwardly. So other than that, I don't think the ref's been too bad in terms of the decisions that he's had to make. Now, it's going to be Argentina kicking off this one from left to right. Argentina, they are 3 points ahead, but it will not be enough. Fijians know how to score tries in the second half of a game of sevens. And now, it's going to be Palandini to kick this one off for Los Pumas. Currently looking to make it 12 in a row. That's going to be a loose ball, but it sits up for Argentina. And Marcos Maneta has scored a try in 9 seconds. What time of the quarters? For New Zealand time. So USA versus Great Britain is the first quarterfinal. That is at 3:22 p.m. Then the next one, 3:44. New Zealand's quarterfinal at 4:06. And France's quarterfinal with DuPont at 4:28. But we are still awaiting confirmation in terms of who else is making their way through. We know that Ireland have made their way to the next stage of the competition, but we don't know who they're playing. And then Samoa have also, I believe, made their way to the next stage of the competition as well. 6 minutes remaining, but Argentina getting themselves the early 7 points in the second half to now make the score 17-10, but they have kicked it out on the full. So they went through all the hard work of getting themselves that try just to go on and slightly chuck it away straight afterwards. Ben Gollings, the Fijian head coach, you just haven't quite been able to convert into kind of level that people have wanted to see in recent times. Now Kiminelli Risako for Fiji, pace, and couldn't quite get the offload away. So Argentina drag him down 10 metres from the line. Now a huge counter ruck coming from Argentina, but they have left their feet. So the penalty does go the way of New Zealand. Well, sorry, not New Zealand, of Fiji. I should say I'm passed out wide. It's another try. Go, go, go. Argentina wins. Says Juan, although the try now has been scored by Jeremiah Matana. 6th try of 2024. But yeah, Fiji, they are through. Argentina are through. I believe Samoa, on the technicality, are actually going to make their way through, even though South Africa have actually got more points than Samoa. They will still go through for the Samoans. So game on, folks, says Blues Nate. Celebrating that one big time there for Jeremiah Matana, as, like I said, the Fijians are never out of a game. They now make the score 17 points to 12. The kick is unsuccessful. Totsofiti, says Nasal. 4.5 minutes remaining. Still more than enough time in the sevens game for either Argentina to score 1 or 2 more, or for Fiji to get themselves maybe back into the lead. It's kicked off long by the Fijians. Nicely taken by Rodrigo Iskro just outside of the Los Pumas. 22. Looking for his next pass. Does find it to Palandini. Oh, it's Wade. Going out to Marcos Moneta. Ball to Santiago Alvarez. And vamos, hermano. And thanks for the support, says Mikhail. Salva dummy. Almost a foot trip there on Tobias Wade. I don't think it was on purpose. It just worked out that both teams, that's going to be the penalty there to Argentina again. Now running forward, Azad Sok. Good shot coming in from the Fijian defence, but Palandini gets a pass out wide inside. Azad Sok couldn't get his acceleration motoring enough, but they've got numbers on the outside. Marcos Moneta gets it away to Roman Schultz, and 1-on-1, you back him 9 times out of 10, and he's done it again for Argentina. Another try, 22 points to 12. My prediction was 19 points to 12. So I haven't quite got that right, but I did say that for Fiji to win this competition, I believed that they did need to lose this game. And I know that that sounds very weird, and I guess later on in the competition, I'm hoping it makes sense. Because I feel like when Fiji have been undefeated throughout the pool stages, they have had their bad game in the playoffs, and that is normally when they get knocked out of the competition. They haven't been able to turn it into a gold medal over the last about 20 legs of the Sevens circuit. Now that they've suffered a loss to Argentina, I feel like that is the opportunity for them to come back bigger and better when it comes to those playoff games. And they're going to have to be great because they have to go head-to-head with New Zealand. And that's a main event right there. And that's taking place in only about 3 hours' time. Have won 14 consecutive games in Canada. South Africa won 15 straight here from 2021 to 2022. I believe that was the era of no New Zealand and no Samoa, no Fiji. I believe that was that era that we were in for the South Africans. But it is still a very good record. That is a knock-on from the young number 22 for the Pumas. Any team can come back from the score. Fiji, says Naz Williams. I know that's right, says Naz Williams there on the Argentine flags there from Ruben Manetti. So Argentina, I believe, more than likely they will be playing in the game that is taking place at around 4 p.m. New Zealand time. We will once again schedule these live streams as soon as we know who is going to be playing and as soon as I, of course, make the thumbnails and everything along those lines. Ball has been fed in, nicely taken by Filippo Bucayaro. He's straight through. That's a try for Fiji. It does not take much, but he will be able to score it between the posts. He's taken the big dive as well. I didn't know Argentina already has a gold in Rugby Sevens in the Olympics, 2002, when they won gold in basketball as well. Well, there you go. I did not know that either, HR. Filippo Bucayaro. Soon as he steps through a gap, you know he's going to be hard to catch, and he was gone. Fair play to the young number 22 for Argentina. He at least chased him and tried to make it competitive in the foot race, but that is going to take Fiji back to 19 points to 24, who runs faster than Marcos Maneta. I mean, Filippo Bucayaro just showed that he could possibly give him a good foot race. Now back to the right-hand side, Gaston Ravol to Romain Schultz. They brought on a few more of the experienced players. Interception, though. Throwing Fiji, take the ball back. This could end the winning streak of Los Pumas. Azutsuk. 50 seconds remaining. Winner gets Samoa, loser gets New Zealand. Either way, it's going to be a Pacific Island side that they end up facing off with. Filippo Bucayaro tries to throw this ball in, and unfortunately for him, it does just go into touch. It will be an Argentinian line out now. And I wish that might be it. Love the Pacific teams. I've got love for the Argentines as well. How many times have we seen Argentina versus Samoa recently? That has been something, and we never stop seeing it, which is quite cool because eventually, you know, they're going to build quite a nice rivalry. I was just taking a screenshot of who was playing everyone. So at the moment, the way that it sits, New Zealand would be playing Fiji. Argentina would be playing Samoa in the second quarterfinal, and France and Ireland would be playing off as the fourth final. Of course, we already knew Great Britain versus USA. The ball has been kicked into touch, and it's going to be 24 points to 19, the end score in this matchup. Next game that we are covering, ladies and gentlemen, I believe will be at around 3:40. I think, not sure if I'm going to be home in time for the Great Britain versus USA, but we are definitely home in time for Samoa when they go head-to-head with none other than the Argentines. But thank you all very much for tuning in. Argentina increased their winning streak to 12. They're going to try and keep on going. Who knows how far they'll be able to get. But thank you all very much for being here. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We are back tomorrow with the Sevens as well. The quarterfinals, of course, are today. But tomorrow we have got the semis and the final where we work out exactly who wins this competition. But thank you all very much, and I will see you all for the next one.